Hey everyone, Joe here. Thanks for stopping by today, or welcome to the channel if you've never dropped by before. Today I am continuing in my prep for Christmas 2026. Yeah, I said Christmas 2026, whereas I should be doing something for fall, but I'm taking the opportunity to take this time to do some things to get done that I won't have to stress over later on when I actually begin decorating. Sometimes what happens is I get so involved in what I'm doing that I spend an overabundant amount of time on that one project, and then what happens is, in my eyes, other projects begin to suffer because I've spent too much time on that one particular thing. So I'm trying to alleviate that situation this year, and what I'm doing is stuff that I know is going to take a long time, like what I've been working on, is going to get done in advance. So in today's video, what I'm actually going to be showing you is the tree that is going to be going in the kitchen. So I've been working on things that I know are going to take time in the kitchen. For example, I did a gingerbread village of houses that go above the stove. We have a mantle above the stove, so that's going to go there. And then I had to build a few more gingerbread houses for the tree that I'm putting in the kitchen. Now, it's only a 4-foot tree, but a little bit was involved in it because the tree was pink. I had painted it pink a while back for one of the bedrooms, and I want to turn it back to green again. So I had to paint it, and I had to frost it, and I had to put lights on it, and I had to put those houses in it, and I had to fix the pot that I'm putting it in. So there was a lot of little things that had to be done, and it actually took me 5 days this week to get just that basis of that tree done. So I don't know if it would have taken me that long in other time, but I haven't been really feeling that great this week. I'm a little bit sluggish for some reason. I don't know what it is. I'm going to the doctor next week because I can't be living like this and not get my stuff done. So I don't know if I have a little bug or something like that, or just I don't know. I don't know what it is. But anyway, it's been really hot here. It's again real feel 100 degrees. I know it's like that in a lot of the world right now, so we're all kind of like in the same situation, so you understand. So I'm trying to work on my garden things. I know somebody said to me, please don't forget about your garden. I didn't forget about my garden. I just haven't been videoing my garden because I've been concentrating on these things and trying to get it done so that I can get it done. So like always, please subscribe. You don't want to miss any of this stuff, especially now. This is the busy time for me with Christmas. I'm going to do a little bit of fall, but mostly Christmas. And drop me a comment and give me a thumbs up. It'll help get my videos out there. And hey, don't forget to join me on Facebook at Life with Marianne and Joe, because there you can share pictures with me or comments to me that are just between us that other people that aren't in the group don't see. And sometimes I put up little videos that I don't fit on YouTube, or they're too short, or little things that we can do. And again, you can send me little videos so that I can see what you're doing as well. All right, everybody. So stay tuned for this video. I hope you enjoy it. And like always, take care. And I'll be seeing you really soon, but stay tuned for this video. And my next project for the kitchen is, if you haven't been keeping track, I've been doing gingerbread houses for the mantle over the stovetop, as well as for this tree that I'm going to be using. This is about a 4-foot tree. Used to be green, and one year I decided I needed a pink tree for one of the bedrooms, and I spray painted it pink. And I'm not a fan of pink, and I never really was a fan of the way the tree came out, but it is what it is. But now I'm going to turn it back to green. And I debated. I was going to do it in red at first, and I thought red would look good. But then I thought, okay, well, all the ornaments are very red, and they're going to kind of blend in there, so I did away with that. Then I thought, hey, why don't I try to make it look like cookie dough? And I searched out a color, and I got a color that resembled cookie dough. And then I thought to myself, wait a second, it's going to look like a dirty white tree. I think that's what it will come off as, because I don't think people will get it that I'm trying to make it look like cookie dough. So then I said, okay, you know what? I'm just going to go back to a green. I'm going to do a deep forest green, and everything should pop. And I'm going to do some special things to it that if you stick around, you'll see. I separated the top part of the tree off, and I'm going to get ready to spray paint, and I'm using this spray paint. It was reasonably priced at Home Depot. It's forest green, and just going to spray paint it really quickly. Okay, so what I also did was I took some white spray paint and I just did the tips. Now some of the pink is still showing, and you know what? It's okay because it's going to be candy-ish and bread, gingerbread and stuff like that. So I'm not worried about it. Next thing I want to do is I think I'm going to do something on the stem. And what I have an idea is to use that. That's a pool noodle, and I'm going to cut it so that it fits in those slots. Might be interesting. So I measured in there, and it's 3.5 inches. So I put the pool noodle candy cane up the center of the tree. Now you're really not going to see it that much because it's going to get covered by stuff, but it's just there. It adds another layer and something different, you know. So I don't want to use the tree stand. I want to put it in this flower pot. So I have to measure the diameter, the radius of it, and then cut the stand to fit into this flower pot. All right, so the flower pot has a tilt to it, right? The top of it is wider than the bottom of it. So what I did was, and I want this to sit inside there. So it was 9 inches, so that would give it 4.5 at the top part. So I measured 4 inches for this, and then I measured like 3 inches for this because the bottom goes down a little bit more. It doesn't matter that much because, I want it to sit in there straight, but it's going to have cement in the pot anyway. So now I have to get my Sawzall and cut all of these pieces off. I hope it's not going to be crazy. Now the tree stand will fit in the pot, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a piece of aluminum foil in that bottom hole so that the cement doesn't come out, and I'm also going to put some aluminum foil inside the tree holder so that it doesn't fill up with cement. And then I'm going to do it little by little. I'm going to put some in. It's quick drying cement, and then I did about 3 layers, making sure that I left room for those bolts to turn. It's time to paint it up. I'm going to do the base and the pot itself. It took about 3 coats for this to get to the point where I was happy with it. Next, I'm going to use this Great Stuff gaps and crack filler, and it's going to look like a combination of maybe snow or like a cupcake, either one, however you want to look at it. And it does get nice and hard after about 15 minutes, but it's a little yellow, so I want to paint it white. And then once I do that, I did about 2 coats of that. I will Mod Podge it and then put candied glitter on it. Some Elmer's glue and water. A little of this glitter. And you can't see it, but it is glistening. Like candy. All right, so I stuck the tree in the stand now. I'm sorry for the lighting. It's very bright in the kitchen. We having a really sunny, hot day today. But you can see, the tree looks Charlie Brownish right now because I did not fluff it yet because I have to do something first before I do that. And I also have to put the lights on. So, we're far away from how the final image is going to look. But I'm thinking, for now, it kind of looks pretty cute, don't you? I love that pot on the bottom. That makes like 8 million time difference. All right, now let me show you the next thing. I have these 3 candle holders, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to use them to put in the tree to support my gingerbread houses that I want to put in the tree. Now, I'm not going to fully decorate this tree. What I want to do is, though, I want to get it to the point where it's easy for me to decorate when the time comes, because this has been taking me almost 5 days, here and there, trying to get this done. So if I had to do that when I was decorating, I wouldn't do it, or it would just come out really, really bad. So by doing it this way, like I said, I can spend more time when I really have to decorate it to make the tree look good. All right, so let me try to show you what I did here. So I put this candle holder in here, right? Now I used branches from the tree to secure it to the tree, but I also had to use zip ties up on the top and one on the bottom. So the goal will be this. I have to hot glue this base that I made to that candle holder so that it stays in place. I mean, like, say so. And I have 3, if you remember, I made 3 of them. I do have to address this edge. The next one, since the house is bigger, I layered it down here now. I couldn't twist tie it to the trunk of the tree. So what I had to do is I just secured it with the branches. Now, I mean, these things are cardboard, so they're not heavy. But I mean, if you're using something else, you want to make sure it's secure. You don't want anything tumbling down. Okay, I need one more on the other side. One will be here. And then one will be there. And then one will be there. And I did wind up using zip ties to hold onto the branch. And you know I'll get rid of that too. You won't even see that. But for now, that's where that is. All right, so next thing is to put lights on. To take care of that cardboard edge that I showed you before, I used this right here. So all I did was, see, there's one little spot left right here. So you just have to fill this in. It'll get hard and then it'll just blend in eventually. And maybe I'll put a little bit of glitter on it. Red mini lights first on the inside. I put 200 red on the inside of the tree so that it just gives a red glow. And then on the outside, I'm gonna put white. So that's 200 red lights and 400 white lights. And the last thing I'm gonna do for now, before I actually decorate it, is I'm gonna put those gingerbread houses in here, and then this will be ready to put away and come out in a few weeks for decorating. So glad I got this done. And now it's all ready to be decorated. Yay! So that's it for now, until later when it gets full of ornaments. Okay, buddy. Hope you enjoyed that, and I'll be seeing you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.